Hello people of the internet, I'm TheGamingLemon, joined here with Slog Man.
Hello.
And today we are giving you some tips and tweaks on one of my favourite games.
Not real Twix, not chocolate Twix.
You're funny. On our favourite game, Halo Wars. One of my favourite games, Halo Wars. Now, Halo Wars is one of the only strategy games on Xbox. Xbox isn't really known for strategy. It's more of like PC games, isn't it? Strategy games.
Yeah. There's quite a few on the PC.
But the first tip I want to give is look at your leader. See, my leader is Professor Anders. And look at what special unit they have. Some of you might already know this. This is more for like kind of newcomers to the game. You will want to use that special unit to the best of its ability. So mine's Hawks, which is air units.
I was tanks. Yeah. I was what's his name? Sergeant Forge.
Sergeant Forge. So you wanted to go with Grizzlies, which is upgraded tanks, and mine is upgraded Hawks. Upgraded Hornets. Yeah.
Yep.
So because they're like double as good as what they are in, normal form. So this is just you trying to.
Yeah, trying to go for the middle and get him absolutely screwed over. That's the thing that though you want to do is that although supply pads are a good resort, it's a good thing to get straight away, and that's what gives you your main amount of resources. These little blue boxes are brilliant for like early on to get resources out of.
Yeah.
As you'll hear, you gun straight for them, didn't you?
Yeah, like as soon as I By the way, some of the parts I've skipped for because this was a half an hour game, so I cut it down to 15 minutes. Just in case some of you are wondering why it skipped. They actually, although they might not seem that important because they're not that much resources, it's like another supply pad, like for a limited amount of time. They're very, very helpful at the beginning. So when you get your Warthog or Ghost, depending what side you want, go for them straight away. They are actually really helpful. I normally bump into the AI's Warthog and we just pass each other.
Just say hi, just wave out the window.
We can't really kill each other, so we just keep on doing it. And,
we are playing, just to say, we're playing a legendary AI, as well as a friend of ours, Cookie, who we're playing against. So it's me and Brad versus Cookie and a legendary AI. So. Yeah,
legendary AI didn't really do very well this game. It was like a normal AI. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It tried to rush in the beginning, but it was really easy to take down. And then it literally stopped. It was like it was reading the newspaper. It just kind of stopped.
And see, at the beginning there, you were scouting out like the bases around you. You were sort of getting a feel of like what rebels are placed, and then you went in here, didn't you? This is an attack.
Yeah. Like the main thing you want to do is in the beginning, especially if against a high AI, is build up your defenses and a small army straight away. Like most people just they don't build turrets. They just quickly build up an army. You have to get turrets. They are actually really helpful. Because I'm Professor Anders can buy like upgrades to like medium turrets. At half the price and makes him a lot quicker. She's actually really helpful. I'm gonna like what Josh has done. The quickest way to build up an army and build up a lot of defense is a load of Warthogs here, which are you obviously you won't need them later on, but they're really good for the start. You really need to use your resources wisely at the start.
Especially if you're playing Sergeant Forge, because tanks are quite hefty to get, 500 apiece, and they're not very good when they're at the very beginning. So that's why I went for Warthogs and just upgraded them once at the beginning, so I could help myself and also help Brad out, because they're quite cheap and they're quite fast to build. And so yeah, they were my choice for the beginning.
Yeah, because when I play Sergeant Forge sometimes, when I was playing against a legendary AI, they already had like a full army of infantry against like 1 or 2 tanks, because they had like say 1,000 resources. They could buy 10 infantry and I could buy 2 tanks, and obviously the infantry would win just because there's more of them. So yeah, basically just build up a small army, or like one that has less resources, even if you're a lot of turrets, especially if you're against legendary AI.
Yeah, and also upgrading the turrets. The turrets are like your last line of defense always, and also a lot of the time your best line of defense if you're being attacked. So getting those turrets upgraded, and that's the thing, you got to kind of look what your enemy is sending against you. If they're sending infantry units, then you might think about setting up your turrets to upgrade it so that they are flamethrowers, so then it's better against infantry, for example.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your turrets.
Yeah, I didn't realise that, like, because flamethrower does anti-infantry, railgun is anti-vehicle, and missile does anti-air. When I first got it, I didn't know it did. I thought they would guess what looked better was better, so I guessed it all missile launches. That's not the case.
Yeah.
It's like, read the thing under it. Like, that's the same with your vehicles. I don't get it for some reason in air units, but like, you got 3 vehicles. You got Scorpion, which is your main vehicle, Cobra, which is anti-vehicle. So like, that they literally destroy vehicles in an instant, like including Scarabs. They're actually really helpful. And Wolverines, which will destroy air units instantly. Like that, they're so helpful against air units. But cause mine was just like a main unit. Well, I couldn't really do much. Just build up a quick army, and try and do this.
See, this is an interesting part here, as you can sort of see in the top right hand corner. James is purple cookie. He's only got one base, and it's obvious. We were saying he's building up an army, and if you see blue, they're spread out along the right here, and they're sending out small little bits of troops, which is kind of probably one of their mistakes. They had loads of bases, but only small amounts of people in different areas, and we were absolutely obliterated. And here's I've got a bit of, I don't know, were they grizzlies? I don't know if I had grizzlies at this point, but I had quite a few tanks now. I didn't have any warthogs left. I was just into tanks, and I'm not sure if I had grizzlies then. But this is where if you're a tank person, you only really are significant halfway to the end of the game, because tanks can take out bases massively, like so easily if they're in a big army. But it's quite hard to get a big army quite early on. So that's where you rely on your teammates, I guess.
Yeah.
For those situations. But I was relying on you a lot to help me out sometimes when I was a bit weak on tanks. Hawks aren't that expensive, and that's why we thought about. We were at the beginning of the game. We talked about who should have the back base in the top right hand corner, and I told Brad just to see how much his Hawks were worth, and then we'd weigh it up, and it turned out that Scorpions are quite a bit harder to get. So I took the back base to get some more resources, so I could get the tanks quite a bit more early on. It worked out quite well.
Yeah. Like, cause like his costed, my Hornets costed half as much as his would. Obviously he could have the back base, but it's cause Scorpion takes, like, I think it's 3 times or twice as much to research or gain as Hawks. You will need to make a second vehicle depot on your second base and build like 2 at the same time. It really, really does help, because if you get like rushed, you can quickly build up another army really quickly, and just take them out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you see at the bottom here quickly, I had quite a base quite close to the enemy, and I was using that base to chuck out the warthogs. I mean, not warthogs, grizzlies at this point, and I was just churning them out of that base quite close, so I could just send them straight in, which is quite effective.
At this bit here where I just bought a base randomly, so they can so I know if they had it or not, and obviously they were taking it out. But even if you don't feel like getting a base, like there's no point, you won't use it. Even if you haven't got any support or stuff on it, still get it, because it might not seem like it will seem like nothing. It will seem pointless because there's nothing on the base, but you know when they're attacking, and you know where they are, and obviously if you have more base, you are, I guess, more dominant in general. Even though they take it out instantly, like here, if that was rebel base, I would have no idea that they'd have it, and they would have built up quickly, and then it would be a struggle to take it out. So just buy bases as much as you can, really. Yeah,
definitely. And so at this point, you were full into your army of Hawks, and those what are they called? Phantoms? Those things? Those flying. Oh god, my grizzly just went Mars. They've got an enemy. They've got a flying like unit, which is actually good against other flying units. So you can be careful when you're playing against Covenant with flying units sometimes, because those big flying purple things there have a special ability which can quite hurt your flying units quite easy.
Yeah, if you look in the top right corner where I had 40 out of 40 as my people, it will go down to 0 any second now. Like look how fast it's going down. I don't think if you can see it, Josh. But
I can just about, yeah.
It's just about already down to 20, nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this bit, if you have the Christo Blast, whatever this thing is called for the Professor Anders, they are amazing against Scarabs because if you have a full army, you can just surround the Scarab, put a blast on them, which freezes it for a duration of time, and your units can take them out. So it's the only thing I use it on Scarabs. It's pointless on other things really. But cause normally Scarabs go in one unit, like as you'll see later on, like I had one Scarab and nothing else. It just got obliterated, which would really hurt James's army because that costs around half of the whole army, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's about. I mean, I'm guessing 20. I think because if you have a maximum of 40, and when they get 2, it's really hard. So I think it's 20 each. Yeah.
Yeah. It's and one more thing. It's just Here's a Scarab, but
definitely.
Remember that your leader powers, I forgot this bit, and they got some of my units. They can get your own units, is what happens.
And your friends.
And your friends.
Yeah, and your friends. Really? Yeah, you can Cyro your own friends, which is quite a good trolling thing if you can do it.
Trollolol.
Like you can just freeze your your friend's base and they can't produce anything. It's quite funny.
If you see that Scarab, it literally just got obliterated. Like it barely did any damage to my Hornets. And one thing you would want to do is what some people do. They just make a massive army and then just send them out in one massive wave. You do want to do that, but you want to split them up into like sort of squads and put them like, say you're attacking the front of a base, put like half of them to the side of the base, the back of the base, and keep some of them like attacking the infantry. Like don't just attack all of them. Just press the Y button to attack the base, and that's it. You do want to think strategy. Oh crap. It appears Josh has lagged out after the Skype call. Oops. Okay, well let's just continue as normal then. Sorry about that. But I guess I'll just continue on my own then. So yeah, really sorry about that. That was kind of interesting, but I wasn't gonna repeat all those tips again. Well, yeah, as I was saying, you don't want your whole squad in a massive waves. Like the thing about legendary and heroic AI, they rush instantly, and when you have a friend, when you're supporting each other, when you survive that rush, you're sorted because they are awful at maintaining a base. If their rush fails, like. What they do is they resource rush. All they do is build supply pads, which gets you resources and reactors and maybe one barracks. No turrets or any defense. They just, as soon as they get their small little army, they rush. But see, once you survive that, sorry, he's calling me again. Good day.
Hello. Long time no speak.
He's still here. It's still recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, where were we?
I forgot what I was talking about now. But oh crap, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, and I was just saying like how bad legendary are. Like if you beat their rushing or heroic, if you beat their rush, then you're pretty much sorted because they are awful at later on stuff. So if you just maintain their rush, which is building up defense, then you're sorted. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you've got them in the what's the saying? Got them in the grasp of your hand or something like that. Once you've got past the rushing, you survived that, because that was the thing we had a hard time with, wasn't it? When me, Cookie, and you were playing against 3 legendary IIs, we had a problem with all of them, one of us, and obliterating one of us straight away. Yeah. But once you get past that point, you're in the strong point. Here's me.
All right. Okay, I think we'll just about wrap this up now. See, this is a point where we defeated Legendary Eye. That's their last army, just a squad of engineers. And James has still got an army somewhere trying to attack my base. That's his last bit. So this has been the TheGamingLemon and Slogger, man. Sorry for some interruptions and some lag. We're not. So that was Halo Wars, a really good game, and I hope you enjoy our tips, and we shall see you next time. And Saints Row, Saints Row will continue soon. I just wanted to take a break from it because I'm not in the mood to play it, and if I'm not in the mood to play it, it'll be a bad commentary because I'll be just like, ugh, and boring. So we'll continue it soon. So I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Lemon out.